need the stories, and you have to dive a little more deeper into that LA life.
Hi, Moody.
I took a break cause I had to get right now, I'm back in that mode. Nowadays, I don't see none of these niggas who claiming they stick to the code. I put bullets in my wallet and you niggas like it, you made the fold. Fuck on the Spanish hoe, and she gon' DM me in vanish mode. And you gotta watch for all of these niggas ain't really your bros. Her and her friends gon' jump in the whip, my nigga, I came with the hose. I smoke weed so I get high, so I don't catch up with the lows. Model bitch cooking for me, she cater to me, she Beyonce, no. No, I don't give a fuck what you say, so it's better you don't even speak. These niggas come walk in my shoes if these niggas had my feet. She heard I was good at rapping and beats, so she gon' let me.
Welcome to Pittsburgh Chatter, where I do interviews where I want, whenever I want, with who I want. And today I have a special guest, 412 Legend. How's it going, bro?
Great. I'm very excited to be here. It's a long time coming. I appreciate the platform for sure.
All right. So now, first, I want to give a shout out to you, bro. It might not be a big of a deal to you, but you had animated me and you did a little, and that was my first. I think I had seen some of the stuff you had done, but that was my first time like having someone do something for me, and it's just like, I was like, yo, this is fire animation. Of course, you did it with 3 people, and you always do this, and you do multiple things like this. So first, before I start, I want to start off and say thank you for that, for sure, bro.
Of course.
Okay, so now, you're multi-talented. You do music, you do art. So which one would you say is like your love, your real passion?
It's hard to say. I feel like both of them are. I've been doing art longer. I've been drawing since I was like a baby. But music, I feel like if somebody were to be like, oh, you're the animation guy, I would rather you know me from my music. So it's hard to say because I love both of them, but I feel like music is the main thing right now for me.
Okay, so let's talk about the anime drawings because that's what gains the most attention for you.
For
and it's
sure.
honestly surprising because it's just like something as simple, and you're doodling, but this art that doesn't look like doodles. So tell me how this process works. You're at work doing these, like,
yeah.
So just explain this process and how it goes and how these blow up, and just talk about that a little bit.
It's so crazy too because I was just talking to a friend about not being able to blow up on IG Reels, like, because I blew up on TikTok a while back for some skits, and it seemed easier. It seemed like Instagram be stingy with their their views or something. But I don't know. The doodles came from, I used to draw at work and I would post it on my story. And they used to get a lot of good likes for stories. Like, so I'm like, all right. So like months and months later, I ended up just posting one and it ended up doing well. It got like 3,000. That was good for me at the time. And so I just kept posting them. And then I think my third one hit 10K. I was like, yep, we got one. And the cool thing about it is like when you get in the algorithm, you just repeat it. So it's easy. And the doodle thing, I know it ain't no doodle. That's just the hook to like get them in there expecting some like regular, and then boom, I hit them with some Mona Lisa. Yeah, but yeah.
So they're not really doodles. You know that this is hard form sketches.
Just,
okay.
I'm actually trying and putting in effort.
Okay, now I've seen you do superheroes, but the anime ones, and with this recent pop of anime, a lot of people love it now. It didn't used to be that way, but now a lot of people are receptive. Do you think that's another one of the reasons why these could blow up is because it's the anime too?
For sure, but my most viral ones was Spawn, which isn't really anime.
Yeah,
Wolverine
superheroes.
And like Marvel characters. Well, Spawn's not Marvel, but like superheroes get the most, and then I would say anime does get the second most. But I would say superheroes get the most for sure.
Which one do you prefer drawing? Is there a preference?
Nah, I don't really. I honestly, whatever looks cool, because I draw them off reference. So like I'll look up cool images of like characters and I just draw it off my phone. And so either one, it just as long as the picture looks cool, you know what I'm saying? But I would say my favorite one overall would be maybe the Saitama one I just did. That one was good. So
that's the most. Which has been the most popular though?
The Spawn.
It's the Spawn one.
Spawn, yeah. That one got 1 million. That's my only Instagram reel that got 1 million views.
And you posted them on. You say you post them on TikTok too?
No, I post them on Instagram. TikTok, I'm trying to like. So TikTok is weird. I blew up like a couple years ago for like some water cup skits that I was doing at work. They stupid, but they was going crazy. Like one got 13 mil, one got 11 mil. Like I was getting views on them, but they got so big that like the head boss at my work was like, you can't do these no more. So I'm trying to revamp my whole TikTok.
That's a question I'm gonna ask you later.
All right, bet.
About that too. Okay, so now let's get into the animation, and then trust me, we'll talk about the music too. This is crazy, bro. It's like the video. All right, so I knew you was talented, but nobody really sees your talent until you see the video, bro. It's just like, and I know you probably saying that like you don't want to be known as the animated guy, but I don't think you're really known as the animated. I think everybody sees everything you're doing. Yeah. So as far as where did the idea to do these animated from the pics to the videos, where did they come from?
So that process is interesting because when I first started the Till We On like animation, it was supposed to just be like a day in the life of my character. That's why when he wakes up, he's like waking up in bed and like all that. That's what it was at first. And then I don't know, the idea just came to me was like, bro, I should incorporate everyone like in the city. Like it would show love to the city. It would get people to view me more because they're like, wait, what is this? You know what I'm saying? And then I don't know. So whenever I start a project, I look up references and stuff like that. In anything I do, references help me. It helps my creative process. So I don't know if you've ever seen Childish Gambino. It feels like summer, that animation. But in that animation, he's walking through this neighborhood, and he has like rappers that were popping in the industry at that time. So it was like Kanye, Lil Pump. It was just and so I drew inspiration from that. And so I had me and my crew just driving through the city, and I tried to get as many people as I could in it, but I couldn't get everybody. But the process was a very long process.
You got a lot of people in there. I seen Fun Guy in there. P was in there. Who else? List a couple more. There was a lot of people.
There was a lot. I had like who? I had Treble, NLS, Bird, NLS Ron, Zende, Boy Luna, just a whole bunch. There's 91 characters in the whole thing. I tried to get to 100, but the more I added people, the longer it was taking, and I just wanted to get it out. But as soon as I dropped it, I kept seeing people on my feed. I'm like, why didn't I put this person in there? This person should have been there. Like there was one, shout out my boy Soulful Tones. I wanted to get him in there, and literally right when it was finished, I was like,
that's the beautiful thing about it. You can always create more.
Yeah,
but
true.
Of course, that's one of those things where it's like, I know in that video, and then you saying it proved my point even more. I was like, there's no way this idea, it was this idea. I think he had came with an idea and it just kept evolving and evolving.
That's exactly what it was. It evolved, but I feel like, it evolved till I like figured out what I wanted to do. Because once I figured out like I wanted to incorporate the whole city, it was easy. I just strategized. I listed all the people I wanted, and then split them up into groups in the scene. So I'm gonna put this group of people in the park. I'm gonna put this group of people, and we just gonna drive past all the that part was easy. The
Fun Guy popping out the tree was just insane. I was like,
my favorite scene is the when we're flying in the sky and we see Mac and Wapo.
Mac,
That's
Wapo,
my favorite part.
And you included them too. So that's just like, bro, I'm not gonna lie. I feel as if though it was genius. And from literally at that moment, I don't really want to say it but you know, I was like, okay, I have to have something connected to this, like, because it was just genius. It was just genius.
Thank you.
But also, you, like we talked about a little bit, you animate the minis for people, where it's like the mini photos that you do. First of all, my question would be, why do you do it in sets of 3, and how do you choose who you're going to make these for?
So really the sets of 3, it was really just everybody that was in the video. So I'm about to do more now, but those were it's just like extra content. So I had all these characters. I'm like, I might as well post them on a separate page. Sets of 3, just it felt good, I guess. I don't know, but that's why I posted them. It's just all the characters that were in the animation. So
now, you told me the animation for the video had took you like 6 months.
Yeah, it took me a long time.
So when you're doing, but it seems like that would take a lot of time. And if you're doing it yourself
by
versus
myself, I don't have no team or nothing.
Okay.
So it's just
does the pics take the same amount of time, or is it short amount of time?
Those are easy. Like if you ask me, yo, I need a character, I could do it the same night. It's not hard because like the way it's set up is like my original character, I have like a skeleton of that, and then I just switch up the facial structure to make it match whoever I'm. So yeah, that's easy.
So all right, why did it take? You told me a little bit, but I need you to really explain why it took 6 months though. Like.
It took, so partially because I'm a creative where sometimes I'll have an idea and I'll get tired of it. So that's part of it, to where it's like, okay, I needed space and to come back to it. So that's part of the reason, because I probably could have had it done quicker if I would have just been on it. But I feel like also it took long because of just the process. Like I said, I had to write out a list of all the characters. I had to design each character. So 91 people, I had to design them all. I had to draw however many scenes there are. I had to draw each background of that, and that takes a little minute. And then the animation process too, just because I'm still new to animation, I'm doing it the old-fashioned way.
Wait, you're new to this?
I've just started animating probably like two years ago, 3 years, something like that, probably 2 or 3. And so the process of it, I'm drawing frame by frame. Some frames are easier. I can just duplicate them if it's like me driving on a highway, because it's just light post. I can just duplicate. But certain frames, I have to draw each movement, and that just takes forever. So that's part of the reason why it took so long as well.
Okay. Now, I've also seen you do more popular people, like you did the Kanye West Evolve over time, and then the Tyler, the Creator, Evolve over time. So is this something also that takes long? And why did you specifically do these 2 artists?
So I did Tyler because the I Take Care of You, I'll take care of, that song was kind of trending. So whenever you see those, because I did one for Kendrick too. Whenever you see those type of videos, I use that I'll Take Care of You sound. So that's why I did Tyler, because he was just trending at the time. And then Kanye, I don't know. I just tried to do people that were, staples in the hip hop field, and just I want to do more of those, but I more so put out stuff and see what the engagement's like. And if I don't see, like, if I'm not seeing like a lot of engagement, I'm probably not gonna keep doing them. So I don't know. We'll see if I. Well,
you gotta post them everywhere too. That's another thing.
That's
YouTube,
true.
TikTok, Instagram. You gotta post them everywhere, which is kind of hard to do.
Well,
it's easy, but you gotta connect them all.
I'm trying to figure out YouTube. So I figured out TikTok and Instagram, like that algorithm. This year I'm really trying to figure out YouTube and grow on there.
All right, so let's pivot over there, because that's one thing where it's like it's damn near shocking. It's like I watched some of the YouTube videos and I've listened to your music, and honestly, bro, it's not bad. Like it's, if anything, it's better than a lot of people's in Pittsburgh. From not even just the production alone, but how you rap. I'm not even hearing a lot of cuss words.
No, I don't cuss in any of mine.
So why don't you think people are receptive as much to the music as they might be the animation or the drawings?
I don't know. Honestly, I feel like that's a good question. I really don't know. I feel like people are receptive to the music, but it's like the people that are receptive to the music are the people that are like here in Pittsburgh, if that makes sense. Like when I check my analytics and stuff, if I drop something that's music related, it's all my followers that's engaging with it. If I post like a work doodle, or when I was doing skits, it was reaching like outside of. So I don't know how to. I'm gonna keep trying.
You gotta find a way to maybe like
incorporate. Right. That's what I'm thinking. I haven't figured it out yet, but I definitely will for sure.
Because even I had thought about using for the intro was the Until We On, that song, and honestly, I don't know what it is about it. I don't know if it was because I just kept hearing it over time because you were posting it, but it's like a catchy sound. Until we on. Yeah. So like just that song in general, do you feel as if though people are receptive to that song alone, or?
So that song, I'm not. I mean, well, actually, I think they are. Like I've seen, and that's the cool thing about like the animation, because it opened up a lot of different stuff. Like people were using the sound on their posts, or people were using their character as their profile pic. So I think people were really receptive to the song, but more so because of the video. Like there's a lot of songs that I have that I did the song for the visual, if that makes sense. Like I had the visual in my head, and I'm like, this is what sound would go good with this visual. Sometimes it goes the other way, but for Till We On, it was specifically for like I had the plan to make the animation before I even had the song finished. So yeah,
so those just happen to go together.
Yeah.
Okay, so we're going to pivot it towards more than music now. How did you get into music?
I've always been like writing, like even when I was like in elementary school, I was like writing poems and stuff like that. And then I started doing like writing songs in like middle school. Then when I got to high school, I met my boy Zilla, Odzilla. He's in like a lot of my stuff, and like he's in like the Backyard Cyphers and stuff, if you've seen him. But I met him because we both went to Kappa. And so,
oh, you went to that makes a lot of sense.
Yeah. Some of the best artists out of Pittsburgh, I'm telling you, went to Kappa. Like they make some good ones. But so when I met him, he's like the engineer. He's like the machine behind everything that I've done. So when I met him, we were recording out of we have a green room in our school. And we would record out of there. We'd be trapping out the green room, making music. And that's when I really started like recording and making music. And then I started putting it out once I graduated high school. That's when I really started putting it out and being serious. Because at first it wasn't something serious. It was something I just liked to do. But that was like kind of the gradual. But I was always writing and making songs.
So it had already started in Kappa, and now it's just like you're trying to push it even more now.
For sure.
Okay, now something that you did mention that I seen you did was the Backyard Cypher. And I've seen you do multiple of these. You did more than one?
There's like
two?
10.
There's 10?
Yeah, there's 10 episodes, yeah.
Oh, you're in all 10?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Okay.
Me and Tony, because it's like our idea, we're both recurring characters.
Oh, that would make so much fucking sense now.
And
Okay. So you're basically a part of the direction and production of. Okay. So let's talk about this a little bit. How did this idea come about? You see a lot of people doing the ciphers now, but what makes everyone cipher pop or makes other ciphers different is where you do it. You see some people might do it on a porch, and then like yours is in the backyard, or some people doing it in the streets. So just talk about the idea for this.
Yeah. So I always wanted, well, I still want to be on like On the Radar, LA Leakers. Like I want to do stuff like that. And so I hit up my boy Zilla, and I was like, we need to have our own like version of that. That would be fire. At the time, you know, he lived with his grandma, because that's where we started recording music once he like got out of college. And so, you know, we were thinking about doing it indoors, but because we didn't have really a camera, like a good camera, we needed like natural sunlight for our phone, like if we're shooting with a phone. So
wait, that's shot on the phone?
Yeah. We shoot everything that I have visually is before last year was shot on the phone. Like this year, I just got a camera. So we shoot, but we still shoot the Backyard Cyphers on the phone. But yeah, so and we both kind of brainstormed, and I'm like, yo, we need to just go to the backyard. So it was easy, and we just set a mic up, and then we kind of just figured out, okay, we want to do 3 different angles. It was very easy to come up with the idea. It wasn't even.
So I've always wanted to do a cipher, but I just don't know like how to make it work.
Yeah.
So that's crazy, and I love that you guys do that.
And it just started kind of picking up, because when we first did them, it was like me and Zilla. Then it was people that are affiliated with like GRC, like people that are kind of affiliated with us. So it was all people in-house kind of that was on it.
I seen James Perry on there.
So the 10th episode, the one we just dropped, was our first episode with people that were kind of outside. We had Rel Z and James on there, and it went crazy.
So what is GRC?
So GRC is Green Room. We was in the Green Room at Kappa. That's where it comes from. It's Green. It stands for Green Room Crew, and it's me, my boy Odzilla, my boy Tyree Drake, and my boy Bachi. We all went to Kappa, and it just comes from us being in the green room, and we was like, well, we need a name. So that's kind of where it comes from, yeah.
Now, like you have mentioned, you guys have done these backyard ciphers multiple times, and it seems like you stick to a specific type of rapper. It's more like lyricist.
Yeah.
Is there a certain reason for that? Because I don't see any like, you know, the trap rappers or anything like that on.
It's crazy because we were just talking about this. Actually, it was me, James. It was when we were filming our 10th one. And I'm pretty versatile, or I try to be, with my music and how I rap and all that. But I think I wanted the ciphers, like we wanted the ciphers to be more highlighting lyricism in the city. But I still love the other side too. So it's like, but I wanted that to specifically kind of be for that. Cause like, I don't know, like if you've seen like recent XXL freshman ciphers and stuff like that.
I have not watched none of them since like 2016.
Okay, yeah. So they're singing on ciphers. And to me, a cipher is a cipher. Like y'all supposed to it's supposed to highlight the lyricism, which I don't think people highlight bars anymore and really know what that is. So I wanted that to be what that was for.
And of course, this is something that you guys are going to keep going, and you plan on doing more of these.
Yeah.
Okay. Now, I was going to ask you if you rap just rap. But then I came across one of your songs, Love Lost, and I'm like, okay, well, I guess he is versatile. He's pivoted away. He's trying to do both. So you obviously do both, right?
Yeah.
Consistently, but more rap.
Yeah, for sure. I would say I'm a rapper that can hold a note more than anything. I wouldn't say like, I'm an R&B or I'm a singer, but I would say I'm a rapper that can hold a note, and I have some R&B track. Like I just dropped my most recent drop was actually more of like on the R&B side. So yeah, I try to do both and mix it up.
Now, you said you shoot on the you shoot most of your videos on the iPhone, but you did say you recently got a camera. So the most recent video that you dropped, Signature, around 2 months ago, was that shot on camera?
That was shot on camera. Shout out my boy Rue. He's a photographer, probably the best in the city. He gave me his old camera. He just gave it to me, and so since then we've been shooting on that. So I when it comes to music videos and stuff, I'm storyboarding and I come up with how I want the scenes to be. And
so you're coming up with all that?
All my stuff is everything you see that I put out is all me. It's all storyboarded by me. It's all directed by me. You know what I mean? Now, obviously, shout out my crew, and I have my boy Zilla, Rel, if he's there, like Rue, my boy Rue. If they're there, they'll help me point and shoot, because sometimes it's hard. Sometimes I do shoot stuff where I'll just point and I'll stand in front of the camera on my own if they're not available. But sometimes they'll help. But yeah, everything is storyboarded by me. I'm coming up with the scenes. I'm coming up with the wardrobe, all of that. It's like intentional when I'm shooting.
So even like you just said, the fits and everything.
Yeah, that's all planned intentionally. Yeah,
it's crazy, right? So what? Like, all right, when you're going from destination to destination, like you said, you have to have people with you because there's just no way to do it by yourself,
right?
So specifically the Signature video, you have a line in there. You say, "I would have been up if they was playing fair. It ain't about skill. I see the corruption." Now, my question about this is, are you specifically talking about locally, industry, or both and just in general?
I think I'm talking about both in general. I feel like, even though I feel like now I'm taking more of an approach of like, it's all good because your time will come. But I think the past maybe like 2-3 years, I've always kind of been like, oh man, like they should know me by now. I feel like I put enough work and I feel like I've done enough. No, you haven't done enough. You haven't done enough. And I felt like my skill in my head, because I feel like when you're an artist, you have to have confidence in yourself. I feel like my skill is undeniable. So where that line comes from is I just feel like if I had the connections that some people had, or if I knew, because I don't have I have some, but I don't really have like connections.
Bro, you have a group. You have people that are coming together to create Backyard Cyphers. And you have someone that got you a camera.
Yeah.
You have the platform.
That's what I'm saying. So I do have some, but like, like not label, but like, like people that can get me into certain rooms. I feel like if I had that, I would have been out. But I do agree that like people don't realize the importance of just having like a small circle of people that are just all on the same mission.
And that care.
Yeah, and that care. And then if I do good, like if my videos do good, they're rooting for me. If their stuff does good, they're rooting for me. And we have multiple chances to get out, because if one of us makes it, we all make it. And some of our meetings and stuff like that, it don't even be music related or recording. We're just brainstorming, talking about anything. So that's important to have that circle for sure.
All right, so now this is one thing I'll say. You may not make it for the thing that you want to make it, but the amount of lanes you've created for yourself, something's going to go, bro.
That's why I do so much, because one of them got to go.
And you're saying you do all the animation, you do the animation videos yourself. Of course, you have some help for your music videos, but you do majority of that yourself. So the way I'm seeing is, even when you do make it to a certain level, you're not going to have to wait on anybody, because you're going to know how to do everything. So.
For sure.
And the moment you realize how to do animations a little bit quicker, nigga, it's up.
Pop them out,
I'm letting you know it's up.
Yeah.
Okay, so now, the work thing. We talked to, I don't know how you're doing the doodles at work, but then I also seen in the player freestyle, you had your apron and the hat on, so that was shot at work too.
No, that wasn't shot at work.
So that was just coincidental.
We just shot that as behind some restaurant. Just that, yeah.
So both of y'all that was just like a play.
I stole 2 of my aprons from work so we could do it for the shot. But that was some random restaurant. And then
you can't get mad at me for thinking that though, because like you see somebody in the back sitting on a recycling bin with the apron, it really looks like you're at work.
For sure. That was kind of that was the intention. So I'm glad
now about this song specifically, were you talking about anybody specific, or these were just lyrics?
A lot of my stuff is just lyrics, but it's weird because like, and I was just talking to somebody about this. A lot of times people will think stuff is about them because it's not necessarily about them, but I may tap into a point in my life where I was going through that and they might have been, you know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. So whenever I'm writing something or I'm working on like a song, say it's about trying to get someone back, I'm going to tap into the archives when I had to do that. You know what I'm saying? And I'm right back in that situation and I can write about it just like I was there, you know? Mm-hmm.
So you said that you have dealt with people thinking it's about them. So how do you navigate away from that? Or it's just like, it's not about you, but
it's not about you. But sometimes I've had situations in the past where like it was about them, but I didn't want them to know that. So I just lied. I was just like, it's not even about you.
That's cool, bro. It's best not to deal with that. I understand that.
I don't even want to give you the satisfaction of thinking that it's about you.
No, okay. We can't get mad at that. All right, because people feel special and we know how that can go too. Okay, so you don't cuss in a lot of your music. You said this in the beginning. Mm-hmm. You don't cuss in any of it.
No, yeah.
What's your reason? Is this to be more marketable, or what's your reason? Is it to be like basically, no, I can show you I have talent without having to use cuss words? What's your reasoning for rapping like this?
It's not even a rap thing. It's more my everyday life. I just try not to. I try not to cuss just because I feel like I can articulate myself without having to cuss. But it's not like I want to be more marketable. It does help because like if you're asking for like one of my songs, Ice-T, when it was put on the radio, I didn't have to give them a clean version because it was
put on Whammo?
Yeah.
That's what's up, bro.
And so because I won an open mic, shout out Money. She got me in the open mic and I ended up winning, and that was one of the prizes. But it was more so something I do in my everyday life, and it reflects in my music just because I don't cuss in my regular vocabulary, so I don't even look to do it in my music. That's more, yeah.
So it's not even something that it's just how you are.
Yeah, it's just how I am, yeah. Okay.
All right, now, let's talk about, you just said you did an open mic, and then you did do Cyberfest, correct?
Yeah.
So let's talk about some of the performances. I just had Cyber up here.
Yeah, I did. I watched the interview. I watched a lot of your interviews,
Bro, so you've been tapped in?
So my first sighting of you was when you interviewed my boy James Perry. So that was about 2 years ago.
Oh my Lord, that was
my first.
That was a long time
But
ago,
when I seen that, I was like, this is so dope that he's doing this. And it was somebody I knew, so then I just started watching a lot of your videos because you were interviewing people I knew of. So it was like Bird. I even went back to your old videos when you had when you were in the you were doing your intro, like you rapped in the intro and stuff like that.
How'd you know that was me?
I can tell by your voice.
Yeah, okay. No, that's crazy. You said that, bro.
Yeah. So I watched a lot of your stuff.
No. It's perfect. You said that because now I want to fucking highlight that. ASAP. You've been tapped in for 2 years and now you're just now getting here. So just please tell people it will happen. Just give a nigga time, bro.
Because when I first seen you, in my head I was like, I'm gonna be on there one day. I just knew it, but I didn't want to rush it. I just knew it would happen when it happened, and organically it just happened that way. And so it just takes time. You just gotta be patient.
Please tell people to be patient.
I gotta be patient
because I'm not realizing that a lot of people like my work, and I've said this multiple times, so I'm gonna sound like a broken record.
Yeah,
I'll be like, hey, bro, I might not be able to get to you when you want me to get to you,
right?
Because I don't care how people view it. There's people I want to interview. There's a certain way that I want to interview people. I don't give a fuck if it does views or if it doesn't do views. It's just like who I want to interview, if it makes sense.
Right.
The work that we can do together. So that's just how I want to do things. And sometimes it might not be, the most popping people and stuff like that, but it is what it is. But I eventually do get to the people. It just takes time. But as soon as I get my own camera and equipment, watch out. I'm telling you, watch out.
Well, you already be knocking them out. And I'm the fact that you're able to do it at such a high rate and with
I'm
such good
10K
quality.
in. That's why people are saying, why are you charging? Nigga, I've spent 10K.
Yeah. I didn't know that. I'd be charging too.
Bro, people think, people don't be understanding. It's and also I want to stop. Another reason, I'll just admit it. The reason why I posted the charge thing is because I want to stop people from DMing me and me having to say no to them.
Yeah.
Because I hate saying no, because even if I don't feel like I want to interview, I feel like everyone's worth getting an interview no matter how big the platform.
Yeah.
But it's just like you can't interview everyone. You just can't.
I kind of view it how it's probably not the same thing, but I kind of view it how I view it with like features and like working with people. I don't work with people unless I really rock with what they have going on, or if I really, it doesn't matter if you're lit or it doesn't matter. It's more about like what I think fits and works for my platform, or you know what I mean. So, and I respect that you do it that way, and you know. So,
and bro, you fucking animated me, like, bro, how am I going not? Like, what? All right, but let's get back to the performances.
Yeah.
So you did do Cyberfest. So tell me how this was for you, and then just talk about some of the other performances that you did too.
Shout out Cyphers, man. That dude is dope.
Genius.
Dope genius. Yes. He was very professional. The whole thing was very professional. I remember I first met him. I forget where I met him at like one of my performances or something. But I think he already knew me before that, because when I seen him, he dapped me up. I'm like, oh, okay. You know what I mean? You know, when you first see somebody that you used to see on Instagram, it was that type of thing. And then he hit me up about Cyberfest. I'm like, yeah, I'll do it. But I didn't know it was going to be as buttoned up and as, you know, professional as it was. And
I told him that it was
so good. They had like when we first when we had our promo days, they had us talking to a person who's the director of like lighting and stuff. And I'm like, well, I had never, and none of my performances have ever done that before. So she's talking about like, oh yeah, at this point we'll put a spotlight on this part of the song. And then we listening to my music and seeing what parts are good for what lighting. I'm like, so it was a great experience.
So you guys did get interviews. Mark the Bull was the one that was doing the interviews before.
And they did interviews, and it was amazing for sure. Like that was an amazing experience, and shout out Cyphers for sure.
I told them, like, even when I see you the Cyphers, when I see you guys doing, everyone's doing stuff that I want to do, but it's just like, I'm going to just stay in my lane. Like, I know the time it takes. You rapping in the
Cypher, or you just directing?
Like, hell, but I don't even want to be on camera. I don't want to be noticed. Like,
like
I've
seen that in one of your videos. You said that, yeah.
Like you said, you have to go so far back. Like, this is going to be episode either 101 or 102. Yeah. So you have to go so far back to even.
You used to do interviews where you were sitting next to the
I'll
people.
never do that again, bro. I don't want to be noticed. And
why is that? Like, what's the?
Are we interviewing me or you? But no, I'll keep it on it. I got you.
I watched. I think it was the interview you just dropped with the girl. I forgot her name. Shout out to her though. I think you were talking to her about that. And when I was watching the video, I was wondering, and I was like, when I get on, I'm going to ask him that question, because you know I feel like you have an amazing platform. So for nobody to know, I don't care
for the clout. I don't care to be noticed. I don't care to be seen. I was that earlier in my life. I've always been popular, so I just don't give a fuck about being seen.
Yeah.
And also, bro, you reach a point where it's like people respect the platform more if they don't know who it is.
That's very true. That is very true.
They just do, because as soon as they find out it's somebody, they're like, oh, I know him. Of course, there's people that know me, but like I've gained such a wide, different audience from the beginning versus now. Yeah, bro. I just don't care to be on camera. I don't care to be seen. Like, I don't even take pictures with the guests. The people that just left was like, "Can we take a picture with you?" I was like, "No, be on the camera. I'm cool." And I feel bad about it, but it's just like at the same time, I see where the platform's going, and look at it. Like when you're focusing solely on the guests, I just love that. And look, Vlad's done it for years. People didn't know what he looked like. Academics, people didn't know what he looked like. So I'm just like, I'm gonna just stick with this route. But some other performances you've done.
I did. So I don't have a whole lot of performances under my belt. I'm doing Man-Made
shout out
Fest. Shout out Brother Mans.
I'll probably go to that. That's the only event I really go to.
Yeah. Because I seen some of your old, like when you did James's interview.
Terrible.
You met
my
him
God.
at the But so I'm doing that. Shout out Brother Mans. A lot of my other stuff, I think I have like 4 performances, 4 or 5. I did one at like Mr. Smalls a while ago. It was like a year ago. And then I had like a couple like open mics. I haven't performed that much, actually.
So when people see you out in person, what is the first thing? Do they mention your music or do they mention anime?
That's the thing. I'm more known locally for what I do musically. That's what I'm saying. Like the stuff that blows, people don't even really know me for that, because they're not even seeing it. Unless you're really like following what I'm doing and like you're into my content, you'll see everything. But most of the people, they see my music if it's like locally.
You didn't tell me how you choose the people that you want to animate though. You didn't really. You said for the video, but like just in general.
Just in general, or are you saying for the video?
No, you did explain for the video. I'm saying for the like 3 animations.
Yeah, I did. Everybody that's for the 3, they're just people that were in the video. That's.
I wasn't in the video.
Yeah, you were.
I wasn't in the video.
You were in the animation.
No, I wasn't in the video though. The 412 animation video. I was not in there.
The on video?
Yeah.
Yes, you gotta watch it again. Right before we crash, we drive past you and you're interviewing 3 people. It was P Nasty. It was
what?
Yes, you wouldn't have been Anna. That's what I'm saying. Everybody that's on the thing was in the video. You're in the
definitely
video.
didn't pay attention.
Yeah,
I did not see that
like,
part.
Look, like before we crash, it's the scene before we crash. We drive past. You see us in the window, and you're sitting on a couch, and it's Mickey, Deja Monet, and P Nasty and Macy. Shout out those 4 artists. There was 4 of them sitting there, and you was interviewing them. And that's the thing. You know what I hated about the video? A lot of people didn't know that they were in it.
I mean, of course, this is terrible.
Everybody.
This is terrible to say, and I know it take like a lot of time for you to do that.
Yeah.
If you could have had it like the names,
Yeah,
like just like slight.
I thought about that, putting the names, but I didn't want to like block the anime. I don't know, but like I thought about that too because it was like
I'm gonna rewatch it again.
Yes, rewatch it. A lot of people didn't know, and because I had to fit so many people, some people were in the background, so of course they wouldn't see themselves. But there was a lot of people that just didn't know that they were in it. And I'm like, dang, yeah, you were. Yes,
And I seen that, bro. That's why I asked you. I don't want to say the intro, but I'm telling you. All right, so
yeah, I'm still working on it. It should be done
bro.
pretty soon. Yeah,
Don't worry about that. I'm just talking about how I knew it. That's gonna separate me from everybody. That's gonna prove like just my genius in like working with certain people and just I know what I'm doing. I don't care what nobody says. I know what I'm doing. Okay, so who's your favorite artist? Like your music inspiration, where does it come from? You mentioned Childish Gambino a little bit. Of course, you have the Kendrick, the Tyler post, the Kanye post. But who's like somebody your favorite artist? Because I'm really curious because your music's not really like any of theirs.
I feel like it's weird because like the way I approach my music, I try to be the best in each aspect of rap. So like, for example, if you want to be the best basketball player, imagine a basketball player who studied the shot of Curry, studied the ball handling of Kyrie, studied the game IQ and passing ability of LeBron. He got all those abilities. He's going to be tough. So that's kind of my angle when I approach music. So I study the versatility of like a Drake or like a, you know what I mean? I study the multi-syllabic rhyming and flow switches and voice inflections of like a Kendrick. I study different aspects of people's games. Even with my visuals, I study like how Tyler, the Creator, he's very good at building a world around his music. I study each aspect of each artist at what they do best at and incorporate it. And that's why I feel like I got so good at it. I feel like some of my favorite artists, definitely the big 3, like you said, the Drakes, the Kendrick, the Coles. I like guys like Shmino, West Side Boogie's cool. I like Schoolboy Q. I like Earl Sweatshirt. I even like some Playboi Carti songs. I like different subgenres of hip hop. It's like I can take from any subgenre and enjoy it for sure.
Okay.
Yeah.
So basically, there's a lot of artists. There's not really one.
I don't really have. Yeah.
So if you had to pick one though specifically,
if I had to pick one artist, probably Drake. I would say. Yeah.
Yeah, he's top tier. I don't know what people be talking about.
No,
I don't like him, but
wait, why don't you like him?
It's just you know bullshit.
no,
Drake.
Sure.
I was a Wayne fan. So,
okay, got you.
But okay, so now we're reaching the end, so we are running out of time here. But is there anything specific that you wanted to highlight or talk about? I think I pretty much got mostly everything.
We talked about
projects. Have you dropped projects?
So no, I don't really have. I had like one old one on SoundCloud, but I hate that. I'm about to take that off. It wasn't like terrible.
I don't even look on SoundCloud. But I used to do that.
Yeah, it was rushed and it was like I don't know. But I am working on something, but it probably won't come out till like later, maybe later next year or something. I'm not sure yet, but I definitely want to put out a project. It's just the project thing is so like
it's washed.
Yeah, and it's hard because I'm not like where I want to be in terms of ears. So it's like I put all this work in and then a decent amount of people hear, but not what I think deserves it. But I think I got to push through that and just drop anyway.
So that is a question that I'm starting to recently have with the music artists, because one of the artists who I have to admit has broken past like the Pittsburgh fan base, which would be Chum Coachella.
Yeah,
How do you
seen
do
his
it?
Interviews too, both of them that you did.
He's
And that's why your platform is so good, because it introduces me to other artists. I didn't know he existed till your platform.
so a lot of people don't,
Yeah.
bro. A lot of people.
He's good.
No, he's talented for
Gen
sure.
3 Glock, I ain't saying it can't jam. I went to use it. It ain't jam.
Watch what I put. He's gonna be happy. He's gonna be happy about that.
No, he's nice.
He's
nice.
definitely talented, and
For sure.
there's a lot of talent in Pittsburgh, but it seems like it's just so hard to break past the Pittsburgh rapper type thing. The last person who did it, out WAPA.
Yeah.
Right, for excluding Wiz Khalifa and Mac Millers.
Yeah.
So what do you, if of course you probably don't know yet, but what do you think like someone has to do to break out?
That's a good question. I mean, I guess it just depends on like. To me, I feel like my approach is going to be getting known outside of Pittsburgh, and then everybody from Pittsburgh is just going to see the reach that I've had and just jump on the bandwagon. Certain people I feel like have the push of the city and push them up outside. Some people get lit outside and then it just trickles in. So I think that's going to be my approach. But I mean, either one is fine. I really don't know how I'm going to go about it. I'm just going to keep approaching it, like keep dropping on social media, keep showing my different abilities. Like you said, one of them got to go. One of them got to go up, and then eventually I just go off that. That's kind of the plan. Because like I feel like being from Pittsburgh, and it's you don't see too many people from Pittsburgh like you said making it. So it's like it's tricky, but I know it's doable. I know it's possible for sure.
If we've seen people do it, it's definitely possible.
For sure.
I'm just questioning it because it's just like, even like with interviews and stuff like that, it's like, because I originally thought that it would be like one person blow up and then my platform blow up. Now I'm starting to realize that might not be the case.
I think that's going to happen too. I feel like because of one of your interviews and because you're covering so many people.
Well, I try to get the first one, bro.
Yeah.
I don't know why I'm so like, I'm so adamant about getting people's first interview.
Well, you got mine. So when I go.
No, I appreciate. That's why I appreciate. I didn't know this was your. I thought you already did interviews, but it's here's my thing about the first interview, bro. It's just I've watched other people do interviews, and of course I know that like I'm top 5 in the Berg. I feel like I'm top 5 interviews.
Top 3, I would say. Because I don't know too many other ones, and the only reason I know about 2 other ones is because I just watched your thing you just dropped with the girl, the most recent one where you said what was it, Scoop and what was the other one?
Scoop, X-Files.
I didn't know about them till you put me on it, but shout out to them too.
There's a lot of people that quit too. Like,
oh, okay.
And that's one thing that I've was like, I'm never stopping. I don't care.
Yeah,
bro.
Definitely top 3, I would say for sure.
Yeah, but like I said, bro, I don't really view it like that. People do be like,
you're just humble.
It's not even about being humble. It's just about knowing where you want to be and not seeing it even how I think you're lit, bro. I think you're doing your thing. But then you're saying, nah.
I don't think.
Yeah, exactly. So that's just how it be.
I get it.
When you want to be somewhere so far and the amount of work that you do, like, I thought 100 episodes would be enough. It's not enough. All right, so tell people where they can follow you, what you have coming up next, and just everything in general. Make sure you list all the platforms.
412 Legend on everything. Instagram, 412 Legend. TikTok, 412 Legend. YouTube, 412 Legend. Those are like the main platforms I'm on anyways. 412 LEGEND. I got I'm working on a project. I'm gonna have more like work drawings and probably animations coming. I'm probably gonna drop some more like singles and some videos. Like I got a lot coming in terms of that. It's just creatively I'd be all over the place. So it's hard for me to sometimes like sit down and focus because one time I get on one thing and I jump to another thing. But I definitely have a lot of stuff coming for sure.
All right, bro. I appreciate you for coming on, man. And we got something
me.
coming in the future, y'all. We got something coming in the future for sure.
Yeah.